We got the green light. The trip is a go. ATL to New York City. ZX14R. All right, guys, it's official. We're doing the trip. 800 plus miles on the amazing Kawasaki ZX14R. Never ridden the bike before. Heard amazing things about it in terms of, surprisingly, people just focus on. I think these hypersport bikes are really underappreciated, certainly by those who don't indulge in them. Those who do know what's up. Shout out Hayabusa and ZX14R riders. Um, and I was actually one of the people who undervalued them, because I looked at them as uh, overweight, overpowered. What's the point? It's all about ego. You're trying to show, look, I got more horsepower than you. Look at my big old bike. Um, Not maneuverable, just negative, 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 negative. I'm the tiny bike guy. I love twisties. I love maneuverability. Not trying to get on some big old heavy bike. Then I started trying some of the bigger bikes and realized that I was a little bit mistaken on certain things. The newer bikes are not as heavy as the older ones. Just in general, I'm talking like even a 1000cc because I like the middle weights and smaller, real lightweight, real nimble, making me feel. Is it me or does that painting back there? I don't know why it's reminding me of a motorcycle, like in a lean. I'm seeing like that's the tire there in the corner. Anyway, whatever. Um, yeah. So I like lightweight, nimble. The lighter weight, more in control. I feel like a bigger bike, I can't be as much in control because it's so much weight, and versus tiny me. So I feel more like the bike is taking more control, right? Based on weight is power, right? um I even think about things about the idea of riding a bike that I can't even lift up if I happen to drop it, which I would never do, of course. But anyway, these bikes, like you saw, I did the Beverly Hills to Las Vegas ride, and that was amazing. um what I got from that is that the huge amount of power from that big engine. um, so much torque down low. It's a much smoother engine, not a lot of vibrations. So you've got this nice, comfortable ride where you don't have a lot of vibrations, not a lot of noise, right? The suspension had a luxurious feel to it, where it was soaking up the bumps. So imagine in the desert, right? You guys saw my review, right? I'm in the desert, luxurious ride with the suspension soaking up the bumps, real quiet. I had my plugs on, so I'm not even barely hearing any wind or anything. Just nice and quiet, and barely any vibration, right? And yet, at any moment, it's kind of like an automatic transmission in a way, because if I want to be lazy, because I'm just relaxing, taking it easy, I can just twist the throttle at any moment. And just like that, as opposed to, you know, just a little twist of the throttle, depending on what gear I'm in, of course. And you basically, it's like you get more motion and more results from twisting the throttle than you do dramatics, unless you want to have a dramatic impact, right? So, meaning twist the throttle, and the biggest effect that I see as a result of that is that I can see things going by faster. If I look, I can see the needle moving faster. That's about it. I don't hear much change in noise. I'm not even physically twisting that much. Not really a big noticeable increase in vibration. It just goes. I mean, for those of you guys who are familiar with the Mercedes-Benz luxury cars, the bigger cars, um, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that kind of a luxury. But I guess, and again, like a Mercedes Benz, think about an AMG. You have this dual personality where if I want to really go crazy, just get up in the RPM a little bit, and not that much RPM, a little bit, not that much, and you can open it up and have it be aggressive and I heard the Hayabusa is actually very easy to wheelie. What's up, C Kim? We're doing this, man. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm excited about the bike. Um, I'm excited about starting to do content again for you guys. I'm excited about this trip. I'm also scared. It's the longest trip I've ever done, 800 miles. I'm trying to do it, knock it out in 2 days. Um, that's a ton of mileage. So anyway, I gotta get to work. So at work, but I gotta get to actual work, right? So here's the deal. So I got a bunch of stuff in my shopping cart right now, stuff for the trip. Throughout the day, I'm going to be thinking about other things I need to get. One of the big things I'm looking at is getting the Sergeant. There's a Sergeant seat for the ZX14R. Highly recommended. People say it's very comfortable. Great seat for long distance riding. That's going to be a key element. I'm really pushing the limits here on this. I really got to make time. It's extremely expensive for me to take time off. So ideally, I want to be able to pull this off in the weekend and be back in the office on Monday. So that's the crunch I'm under. I mean, I'm not gonna push things towards dangerous. If I have to end up taking a day, then I take a day. But ideally, I want to be back by Monday. So that means I'm gonna have to be on schedule, on time, move. Every little bit adds up. Just like how you treat your body, stretching and moving around on the bike and not being in one position the whole time. Every little thing adds up when you're racking on a lot of miles and hours. So just like how I need to think about my body position and what I'm wearing and all that kind of stuff, because little tiny discomforts where you don't even notice them, over time you will notice them, right? So the same thing would apply to time management. When I stop for a stretch, when I see something cool and I look at it, over a span of 800 miles, that can add up very, very quickly. So I'm going to need to stay on the ball, stay on target, definitely keep track of my progress in terms of if I'm staying on schedule, because I definitely don't want to be on a brand new bike in unfamiliar territory, trying to rush and make up time and then getting pulled over, and then that's a disaster. Because you want to talk about making time, I'll lose so much time. I mean, simply being pulled over and then they have to run whatever. I mean, a police stop could be 30 to 40 minutes. So we're trying to avoid police stops. So shopping list, Escort. Apparently the red line is people don't like it. They like the older one. So I might try to get an older one. Escort, radar detector. We'll be using Waze as well to help us out with that stuff. Also, generally, I'll be riding responsibly. Trying not to draw attention to myself, but still in general, I like to know where the boys are, just to keep things as safe as possible. So sergeant seat, radar detector, 2 USB power packs, definitely a lot of wires to power things up. I need lots of things to mount things to. So a zip tie pack, definitely gonna cut off a good amount of my Velcro, industrial Velcro. Velcro, I just said Velcro to attach things to different parts of the bike. I need a tablet mount for the tablet. Probably a waterproof mount for that as well. I need to make sure I'll be able to mount my phone on the bike as well. Make sure I'll be able to mount the wiring to power the phone, and then the battery. Where am I going to mount these battery packs? Probably going to have a tank bag, and in the tank bag I can put the batteries and run the wires to the tablet and to the into the phone. Need backup wires in case they fail on me. Rain gear. Probably not gonna take my I can't even think of what boots those are. Probably gonna take my Alpine Star boots. Probably not gonna take my Alpine Stars race jacket. I'm thinking about that kind of mileage with a race jacket on. I mean, I've done lots of mileage with it already, but I mean, it's a race jacket. It's not designed for that, so probably not the best idea. Probably take my standard jacket that I normally would use for like commuting and stuff like that. Luckily, this got pushed back, so the weather's not going to be as cold as anticipated. So as far as cold weather, heated vest, and I have I'm gonna call it jumpsuit. I don't know what you call it, to help with blocking the wind. Maybe I wear my rain gear. New Arai helmet, Signet Q or Signet X. I gotta go size that as soon as possible, so I can get that ordered as soon as possible. Oh, camera mounts. I need to get that stuff ASAP, so I can mount it on the bike and give it time to dry before I get there. New quadcopter. Gonna get the new Mavic 2 Zoom. to get some nice aerial shots. I got to be very, very critical about the time, though. Whenever I stop to get those shots for you guys, I need to make sure that I plan it ahead of time. So, you know, I pick a good spot, pull over, get the shots, get back on the road. I can't have delays. There's too many miles to be playing around. I'd like to do a ride through ATL. Hopefully I meet up with Chris Carter. Hopefully meet up with Chase on Two Wheels. He's in Georgia. But limited time, so I don't know. I'll do what I can. But that's it, guys. Green light. So excited. ZX14R. Wah, wah. Whew. Man, I'm excited right now. Yep. All right, guys. See Kim. Good to see you. 5 hours to cover 400 miles. Stopping just for gas. Wah, wah. Alright, guys, this is your Fast Life motorcycle channel, most awesome motorcycle channel in the universe. We are back. This journey is going to be the first sort of introduction or reintroduction to the channel. Once I get the bike, obviously it's on, and there's going to be more content. Obviously ZX14R review, obviously touring review, or I'll be discussing that, and how to buy a bike, how to finance a bike with bad credit. Also, we'll talk about insurance, a lot of stuff to talk about. So maybe radar detector stuff as well, how to avoid the cops on a bike. I'll definitely be doing a lot of that, so I can share my experiences with you guys. That being said, have a good day. Shiny side up. I'm out.